Hi guys, you are watching Aurora's vlog. Today I will walk you through step by step on how to file and fill out form I-130 online. And if this is your first time, please support my channel by liking and subscribing. So without further ado, let's get this video going. So you will need to go to USCIS.gov, and if you have not signed up for an account, you can go ahead and click sign up. When you click sign in right here, scroll down to create an account. So in my case, I have already created my account, and let's go ahead and sign in. So I filled up the sign in page. I'm gonna go ahead and click sign in. So I just received the code that is sent through my text. I'm gonna go ahead and type them in here and click submit. So I am already in. As you can see, you will see my account, resources, and sign out. So to find the form I-130, you will have to hover your mouse under my account and scroll down to file a form online. Click on that. So under file a form, it will ask you select form you want to file and click this arrow, and then scroll down to I-130 petition for alien relative. Click on that one and start the form. So as you can see on the very bottom, it says here, security reminder, if you do not work on your form for more than 30 days, we will delete your data in order to prevent storing personal information indefinitely. So let's go ahead and click start. So before you begin, read all this information down here. And the first question is someone assisting you with completing this petition? If someone did, click yes. If no one is helping you and you are doing it alone, click no and click next. Alright, so what is your current legal name? Whatever your current legal name, you put them in. And if you have used any other name since birth and have changed your name, you can go ahead and click yes. And it will actually ask you your given name, middle name, and family name. If not, click no and click next. So you will have to put your contact information. It's either your home line or cell phone, and if your cell phone is the same as your daytime telephone number, you also click that one, so it will copy your daytime telephone number. Then type in your address, and once you type in your address, it will ask you to confirm it, use this address or not. So if you want to, you can click yes, use this address. And do you live at your current mailing address? Yes. Or if not, click no, click next. Now it will ask you where have you lived during the last 5 years. Click add and click next. Now it will ask you what is your gender, female or male. I'm gonna put I am a female, and then I am not Hispanic or Latino. And then what is your race? Of course, I am Asian. Now it will ask your height, your weight, your color, the color of your eyes, the color of your hair, and then click next. So in this page, it will ask you where have you worked for the last 5 years. So with my current job, I'm only like 10 months. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my job right now. So on your first job, you will have to list the most recent job right here. For me, it's mortgage loan services. I put the address and then put your occupation, and then from the time you start to present, and save entry. Then you will have to add your last job. Since I'm only like 10 months, you will have to add another job. Then you'll have to add a prior job, which is whatever your prior job, you put the address, then your position, and are you still working there? If not, do not check this one. And then from the time you started there to the time you are terminated, and then click save entry. And then since I have more than 5 years employment history, I can go ahead and not add the prior to that. So go ahead and click next. So the next question is, what is your current immigrant status. If you are a U.S. citizen, check the box. If not, click the local permanent residence. Did you gain local permanent residence status or citizenship through adoption? If yes, click yes. If not, click no. What is your A number? I'm sure you guys have A number. If you do not have one, just click I do not have an A number. If so, if not, type in your number. Usually there are like 9 number, I believe. But anyhow, it started with O. If you do not have an A number, click I do not have. And then it will also ask you here if you have any online account number. If you do not have, just tick the box. And it will also ask your social security number. Just type it in here if you do not have. But most petitioners have social security number. So, and what is your date of birth? Type it in. What is your country of birth? For me is, I am from the Philippines. And your town, I'm gonna just say Ponta, Princesa. And then I am going to click next. Next, it will ask you, how did you obtain your citizenship? For me, I have obtained mine through naturalization. And then, have you obtained certificate of naturalization? Yes. And then if you do, put your certificate number here. And where was it issued? Mine was in Phoenix, and the date, and then click next. It will ask you your current marital status. If you're married, click married. If you're divorced, click divorce. Whatever your current status. And it asks you how many times you have been married, and then click next. So these questions here is pertain to you as a petitioners. If you are married, it will ask your current spouse legal name. So fill that in, and the time, the date that you guys got married, where you and your current spouse married. So if you married in the US, fill that in. And when did your last marriage end? Fill that in, and then click next. So in this page, it will ask your prior marriages. If you have been married more than twice in the past, you can add your information here. If you are only married once, you don't have to add your information. But if you do, click add. And then let's see what it looks like. It will also ask your prior marriages. Spouse legal name is the same thing as your current one. And when did it end? Then go ahead and click Save Entry. So once you have put in all your information, your prior marriages, if you only have one or more or two, put them in. If you are done, click Next. So the next page is the information of your parents. If you want to put your mother first, you can put in your mother first, parent 1. Date of birth, gender, country, city, and the residence of country. The next page is your parent number 2. Put your father's name, date of birth, gender, country where he was born, the residence, and the country where he resides, and then click Next. For whom are you filing this petition? If you're filing for your spouse, click on spouse, and it will ask you to supplement the information for spouse beneficiary I-130. If you are filing for parent, click the parent, and it will ask you which best describe your relationship. Are you a stepchild or step-parent? And then, if not, if you are petitioning your brothers or sisters, it will ask you, are you related by adoption? If not, click no. And then, if you are petitioning your child, it will actually ask you here which best describe your relationship. So go ahead and pick whatever is best. The child was adopted, or the child was born to parents who were not married to each other, or stepchild or step-parent. Whatever is best suit for you. And then, has anyone else ever filed a petition for the beneficiary? Most likely no, so click no, and then you click next. So in this section, it is asking for your beneficiary's current legal name. Beneficiary means the person you are petitioning. So if you are petitioning your child, you are going to fill the information here. Once you are done filling in the name, if the beneficiary has another name, you can add in this area. If not, go ahead and click next. Type in the contact information of your beneficiary and then click next. So in this page is asking where does the beneficiary live now. You're gonna put the information, the current information, And then where in the United States does the beneficiary intend to live? Usually it is your address because they are going to be moving in with you. So put in your address here. And then the next question is, what is the beneficiary's address outside of the United States? If they are currently living somewhere else other than this address here, you're going to have to put that information here. If not, if they are living at the same address that you put in here, and you do not have to fill this in. So go ahead and click next. So the next question is, what is the beneficiary's A number? Almost always your beneficiary do not have an alien number, so almost always you always put they do not have an alien number. And they also ask the online account number. If they do, put that in, but almost always they don't. So click that they do not have the USCIS online account number, and also they do not have Social Security. Take that box too, and then put their date of birth, their country, and then the town and gender, and then click next. So in this section, it is asking, was the beneficiary ever in the United States? Click no. If yes, click yes, but almost always most of the beneficiaries never been to United States. And then the beneficiary's passport number, travel document is the same as passport, that the country where it was issued, and the expiration. And then the last question is, was the beneficiary ever in immigration proceedings? If no, click no, then click next. So in this section, it is asking if the beneficiary is currently working. If so, put the information here. And if they are not, like if they are a student or they're not working, they are homemaker, you don't have to put anything in this page. Just click next. So in this section, it is asking for current marital status. If you are petitioning your child, it is almost always single, never been married. But if they are married, click married, divorce, whatever the status is, then click next. If you are petitioning your wife and you have child, or you have child with her or children with her, you will have to click add in this page. But almost always, if you are petitioning your children under age, minor, they are not married, you don't have to do anything, and so just click next. So in this section, it is asking you to read this information. At which state's USCIS office will the beneficiary apply for adjustment of status to local permanent residence? This is only if your beneficiary is already in the United States. So you fill that information here. But if your beneficiary or the person you are petitioning is still in the country that you are petitioning for, then put the information here. In my case, my family is from the Philippines. This is the town and this is the province. Then click next. So in my case, this question is also pertain to me. Have you ever previously filed a petition for this beneficiary or any other alien? I have petitioned my sisters and my brothers, and if I petition my kids or another brothers, I will have to say yes. Click next. Or if this is your first time petitioning somebody, you have not petitioned anybody in the past, you can click no and click next. So if the question here is, are you submitting separate petitions for another relatives? If so, click add. If not, just click next. Information in this page is all about your beneficiary's native written language. Does not use Roman letters. You will have to upload that document in JPEG, PDF, PNG, TIF, or TIF file. And then go ahead and click upload. Click this choose to upload. If you do not have that information, you don't have to do anything. Just click next. In this section, if you have any information that you would like to provide, you can upload them in here or add information. In this section, it will ask your legal documents like proof of US citizenship, so they can tell if you are really related to whoever you are petitioning. So it is asking for your proof of US citizenship. If you have a US citizenship certificate, you can upload them in here, or your US passport. and then you can attach them in here, and then the child's birth certificate, if you are petitioning your child, you can upload them in here, and then click next. So right here it says you should provide evidence. If you do not provide evidence, your petition processing may be delayed. So I suggest you will need to have that proof of citizenship ready when you fill up your form I-130 online. So your experience of applying the form I-30 will be smooth. In this section, it is asking for your religious record, for example, the religious record, and right here is asking for school record. Almost always, if you are whatever religion you are, like let's say you are a Muslim, you can upload your information here, and then if not, if you don't have to, you can skip the religious record. And if you have a school record, you can go ahead and upload them in here. The date of admission to the school, the place of birth, the date of birth or age, the time, the names of the parents. Then on census, you can skip the census. It's not really important. And if you have like, for example, your parents' middle name and your middle name, that's not much, you can go ahead and write an affidavit of written statement that you declare blah blah blah, whatever, and then you just choose the file and upload it here. And then if you are petitioning a child, it's sometimes they usually ask for a DNA test. I would suggest I won't do that unless they ask, because usually they will not ask unless they'll ask you that. But I would not waste my money to do this, because a lot of time I've heard that very rare that if you are petitioning your child, very rare that they ask for DNA test. So I would not do this one. Don't waste your money unless they ask for it. So we are almost done. At the very bottom, it is already asking for the filing fee is $535 for every entries. For example, if you filed for your father and mother, you will have to file separately. That means you will have to pay $1,070 for both, but you will have to file separately. And then it will tell you the alerts and warnings before you can submit, because you do want to make sure that you are submitting the correct information. You can just edit my responses right here, and then after that you click next. So that is it for the day, and thank you for watching Aurora's vlog. If this has been so helpful, please support my channel by liking and subscribing. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I promise I will get back with you as soon as I can. And thank you for watching Aurora's vlog. See you on my next video. Bye-bye.